Yes, I know. This video is very late, but too bad. Today I want to talk about the slapping that went down at the Oscars the other week. I personally don't care about the Oscars, and probably wouldn't have even known they happened if it was not for that incident. But that incident happened, so here I am talking about them. Will Smith slapped Chris Rock in response to a joke about Jada Smith's alopecia. If you don't already know that, then you probably won't watch this video at any point. Everyone who has internet access has to be aware of this by now. So, what do I think? I did not appreciate Chris Rock's joke very much. The joke was dumb, bad, and probably shouldn't have been made. However, fixating on the joke massively downplays the response to the joke. The irony is that the joke has now been heard by probably about 100 times more people than it otherwise would be. Nothing like a good slap for making sure a joke mocking your wife is heard and remembered by millions more than it otherwise would have been. I would not have heard the joke without the slap. Will Smith's behaviour was very bad. Immediately jumping to unnecessary violence as soon as someone wrongs you is not good and something we should discourage. The arrogance and entitlement that a person would have to think it is acceptable for them to assault someone while being observed by an audience of millions. The arrogance and entitlement necessary to assault someone on what is basically the world stage. This kind of arrogance and entitlement represents one of the many ugly sides of celebrity culture. Immediately resorting to unnecessary physical violence when someone wrongs you is very bad behaviour, and something we should be discouraging. This kind of behaviour should not be encouraged, and famous people should not be able to get away with behaving in this way, while millions look on. Furthermore, this is a textbook example of toxic masculinity in action. A man immediately jumping to unnecessary physical violence to defend the honour of his wife. This is a textbook case of toxic masculinity in multiple ways. Firstly, we have a man immediately jumping to unnecessary violence and physical domination as a means of solving their problems. If that is not a manifestation of toxic masculinity, then I really don't know what is. Secondly, we have the weird chivalry of a man having to enact violence to defend the honour of his wife. The man has to go and defend the honour of the poor, helpless damsel. This is super weird. Looking out for people you care about is important and a good thing. Enacting unnecessary physical violence to defend the honour of your helpless wife, meanwhile, is just weird and reeks of toxic masculinity. I have said before that if Jada delivered the slap, it would have still been bad, but it wouldn't have been as bad. In fact, I would say it would be considerably less bad. At least then it would be free of the weird toxic masculinity that was so obviously at play. I really don't get what the deal is with stupid leftists desperately defending the slap. Leftists defending an arrogant celebrity engaging in toxic masculinity. It would appear that contrarianism is a little more important than leftism to many of these morons. Will Smith should not have hit Chris Rock. If he had a problem, he should have been a big boy and found an opportunity to use his words, rather than acting like a cave person immediately resorting to violence. Having said that, I don't hate him, and I don't think anyone should. I think he just did a dumb thing, and it should be strongly condemned. He was probably just having a bad day, or a bad week, or something, but personal struggles are still not an excuse for unnecessary physical violence. And that is my thoughts. Sorry they were late, but also, I don't really care. I hope you enjoyed.